Have you ever felt like you're busy all day, but when the evening comes, you can't point to a single meaningful thing you accomplished? It's frustrating, right? Like you're stuck in this endless cycle of trying but never really moving forward. That was me for years. I was constantly overwhelmed, juggling so many things that I didn't even know where to start. I go to bed feeling defeated, thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get it together like other people? If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. But then I discovered, something so simple. It almost sounded too good to be true. A mental hack that takes just 5 minutes a day, and it completely changed how I approach my life. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This small habit, transformed my productivity, my confidence, and even my peace of mind. And I'm here to share it with you because I know it can do the same for you. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, actionable strategy to take back control of your day, feel less stressed, and actually start achieving the goals that matter to you. Let me paint you a picture of how my days used to look. I wake up or already feeling behind because I'd stayed up late the night before, scrolling on my phone, or watching Netflix. Sound familiar? The first thing I do in the morning wasn't planning my day. It was grabbing my phone, emails, social media, endless scrolling. And before I knew it, an hour was gone and I hadn't even gotten out of bed. My to-do list kept, growing, and I'd jump from, task to task, trying to do everything at once. But at the end of the day, nothing important was actually finished. I felt stuck, unmotivated, and honestly, I started to doubt myself. I thought, maybe I'm just not cut out for, success. I remember one specific day when I had, a big project due for work. I procrastinated all morning and spent, the afternoon working on smaller, less important tasks. By by that the time I finally sat down to focus on the project, it was late and I was exhausted. I ended up rushing through it and feeling terrible about, the result. That day I told myself something had to change. One evening, I remember one evening, as I was aimlessly scrolling, online, I came across a quote. Clarity precedes productivity. Clarity precedes productivity. It stopped me in my tracks. I realized that, that the problem wasn't my workload. It was the lack of clarity in my approach, you know. That's when I started, digging into strategies to bring more focus into my life, and that's how I found the 5 minute rule, you know. The 5 minute rule is so simple, yet it's incredibly powerful. Here's what you do every morning. Step one, take 5 minutes to write down the three most important tasks you want to accomplish that day. Step two, you need to identify the one task that will have the greatest impact on your goals. That's your top priority. And step three, take a moment to visualize what completing these tasks will feel like, how it will move you closer to where you want to be. For example, let's say your goal is to grow your side hustle while working on 9 to 5 job. Your three tasks might be researching five potential clients, sending follow-up emails to existing contacts, creating content for social media, Now, out of these, which one will move the needle the most? Maybe it's sending, those follow up emails because that could directly lead to new business. That becomes your priority. The reason this works is simple. It gives you clarity. Instead of, wasting energy deciding what to do, you start your day with a clear focus. And by tackling your most important tasks first, you build, momentum that carries you through the rest of the day. Within the first week of trying this, I felt a shift. I was no longer drowning in my to do list because I was focusing on what actually mattered. I started, completing my top priorities early in the day, which gave me more energy and motivation to tackle the rest. For example, using this hack helped me complete a major project a major project a week ahead of schedule, something I'd never done before. It also helped me grow my side hustle because I was consistently making progress on the big impactful task instead of getting stuck in busy work. But the biggest benefit wasn't just getting, more done. It was how I felt at the end of the day. Instead of feeling, defeated and overwhelmed, I felt proud and accomplished, and that confidence spilled over into other areas of my life. So, to recap, the 5 minute rule is about spending a few moments every morning to plan your day with intention. Write down, your top three tasks, prioritize the most important one, and visualize, success. It's simple, but it works because it gives you clarity and focus. I challenge you to try this tomorrow morning. Set aside just 5 minutes to plan your top three priorities and see how it changes your day. You might be surprised at, how much more productive and in control you feel. If you try it, come back and let me know in the comments how it worked for you. What challenges did you face? What results, did you see? Let's start a conversation because I want to hear your stories too. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more life changing hacks and strategies. And if you know someone who's struggling with productivity, share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need.